short one here. The last of the old squatter shacks came down a couple of months ago on Indian Arm in this little mystery zone between Kate's Park and a huge new condo project that Polygon's putting up, Michael O'Dane's company. And the last of the old artists there, Al Neal, lived in contented harmony for decades and decades, protected in his wonderfully illegal, non-tax-paying status by all the neighbors, none of whom ever ratted him out. It's called a wasp nest for Al. With the world falling apart, it made sense to visit you, the old shack, see a renaissance built from junk, the detritus of our worlds, barges, forest assemblages, data, the secret signs of things. He had this crazy old shack like Mr. Toad's caravan in Wind in the Willows, and when you came up to it, you saw that it had been constructed over the decades of all the flotsam and jetsam that washes up old planks, spare bits of this and that. And the whole place was like a gigantic offbeat art project. And to kind of protect it, instead of putting phony signs up that say keep out or private property, he used to have these signs up hanging from the trees, and they were all offbeat signs, and they'd go, danger, wasp nest. So everyone's getting close to the house, going, whoa, wait a minute. And there was this whole series of nutty signs that somehow served to keep his place unmolested for so long. I'll read a poem from out in the valley. I teach out in the valley in Abbotsford. It's called In November Light. Used to work out there a lot when I was a young fellow in the 60s. My dad was a bricklayer. We lived here in town, just down near Moody Park, and we moved a little bit up the hill from down 20th Street when we started out. Spent a lot of time building out there. A mile past Old Claiborne Road on number 11, 1,000 swans flocked the winter cornfield white as a blessing. A quarter hour ago, the waitress gave you a wink at the diner while young bucks prepped their snowshoes for the high country. We are stalled in traffic here, where rural starts running to wild, ringed with dumplings too abrupt for mountains, too large for hills, dark with forests that feed the shake mills along the river. Winter is beautiful, even in the aggravating days short of light, with the abbey bells intoning across the heights above Hatsic floodlands. Late on their voyage south, the swans hunker down as evening draws to darkness at 5 o'clock. In their weariness, they glean the muddy fields beyond the fence posts while traffic moves on again toward the north. And so we pass in deepening November, each to our hearths, our migratory paths, connecting briefly, sojourners of earth and heaven, temporal and eternal, down in the valley.